Welcome back to Dynamics. Okay, so let's do a movie review. A movie review for John Wick 4. If you haven't seen the prior John Wick movies and you haven't seen John Wick 4, maybe not watch this. There will probably be some spoilers in here. Or there will be spoilers in here. But, maybe watch until that point. I'll give kind of like a brief general overview. But if you haven't watched the previous three movies, then probably no point in that for you. But I would suggest doing it if you haven't seen them before. They are good movies. Um, they're just straightforward, fun action movies. A lot of action, very choreographed. Um, so this is kind of how like more of like a modern day instead of like fantasy. But if you read R.A. Salvatore's books, right? So R.A. Salvatore is a fantasy writer, but his focus is on battle scenes, and he's the best. He is the best at doing battle scenes in fantasy books. These movies are the best battle scene movies you will see currently. They're just as far as modern battle scene movies go, where it's fights. Um, the gunplay and the dueling and the fights with the swords and just all the different types of weapons and the use of vehicles, whether it be even horses. He's done multiple scenes fighting on horseback, motorcycles, cars, just just all in all, just fun action movies. Um, there's a decent storyline too that goes with it, so you're not just getting action. But the point of watching these is action movies. You're getting the best action going. Some of the best action movies you'll see. Um, yeah, especially of like modern action movies. Okay, so we have John Wick 4 here. The main characters, obviously John Wick, Keanu Reeves. You have the Bowery King played by Lawrence Fishburne. So they've been doing all of these John Wick movies together, but basically reuniting from the Matrix. And he wasn't in Matrix Reborn, so it's kind of cool to be able to see Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves be able to work together in these John Wick movies. Uh, George Giorgio, I guess is how you pronounce his last name. So George Giorgio is a brief character. Spoilers when I talk about him. Obviously, uh, he's not in there for very long. You know what? Forget it. Spoilers. I'm just gonna say spoilers. His character dies almost immediately. But pretty cool character. John Wick tries to get his freedom. The Elder says no. John Wick kills him. Lance Reddick plays Sharon. He's been in all of the movies. His character actually dies in this movie after being in all the previous movies. The actor has since passed also, so that's pretty sad that he has passed away. The actor himself, he's very good in these movies. His character dies relatively early in the movie as well, and kind of a bummer moment. You have Clancy Brown in this one. He wasn't in the previous John Wick movies. I don't believe. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. If he was, it was just the last one, but I don't think so. He plays a character called the Harbinger, which basically is letting the other facilities know that they're in trouble with the High Table. I think it's called the High Table. You have Ian McShane in this movie. He is the leader of what was it, New York? I think the New York one. He's been in them since the beginning. Also, um, Marco Zaror. Who is Marco Zaror? Is he the? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Marco Zaror is the right hand man of the Marquis. His character's name is Shitty, spelled Chidi. Shitty. Bill Skarsgård plays the Marquis. The Marquis is a great character. Bill Skarsgård is a great actor. We'll get to what ends up playing out here in a little bit. Donnie Yen shows up in this movie as a character called Kane. He is a blind hitman, if you can believe that. Amazing in this movie. We have Amy Kwan playing Mia. I think Mia is Kane's daughter. which means it's very brief, and he just plays like she plays like violin in the movie, and she's Kane's daughter. Um, then you have Hiroyuki Sanada, who is great. He's been in a ton of stuff. You'll recognize him from a ton of stuff. He plays a character named Shimazu. You have Shamir Anderson playing the tracker. Fun character, a lot of fun. You don't know where his loyalties lie. You find out his loyalties really don't lie anywhere. But for some reason, he does save he saves John Wick's character multiple times and tries to kill him a couple times also. So I don't know what else I know him from. Let's see what else we know him from. He is also in. Let's see. Do I know any of these? I don't think I know. I don't think I've seen him in anything. No, I don't think so. I don't think I've seen him in movies before. Um, he's very good in this. So maybe I'll try to see if I can check him out. Looks like Bruiser might be a movie that I want to see, but I haven't seen it. It may not be out yet, but I think I remember seeing like a trailer for it and wanting to see it. So he's in Bruiser. So he's kind of a new up and coming guy. All right, so let's go back here. We have Rina Sawayama, who plays Shimazu's daughter, Akira. Um, Apparently, she is a pop star, a Japanese pop star. I don't know her. I don't listen to Japanese pop music, so I don't know her music. And yeah, it looks like mostly like this may be her first actual acting role other than doing her music videos. Looks like it. Oh nope, there's a TV series where she does play a character in a TV series here. Turn Up Charlie. She plays Layla Valentine in a series called Turn Up Charlie from back in 2019. She was in 2 episodes of that, I guess. But yeah, so for the most part, no acting. She is a musician. She does a really good job in this. I don't know if she knew martial arts before doing the movie, but she is actually highly trained and does very well as the character of Akira. She is Shimazu's basically right hand person, and also his daughter. And then he dies throughout the course during the movie. Kane ends up killing him, and she vows vengeance against him. And she shows up in the post-credit scene, and I think they're going to do spin-offs with her. We shall see for sure, but I'm pretty sure they're going to do spin-offs with her moving forward, so we'll get to see more of her character. There are some sumo wrestlers who they show the actors for here. There is an operator character who they show here. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the main characters. You see a ton of characters who are, obviously fighting and action-based characters. But those are your main characters as far as acting goes. All of them do a really good job. None of them, there were no weak links in this movie. The storyline is basically John Wick is there's a word for it, but basically they need to kill him. He is no longer. They need to, as the comics explain, say they need to put an end to all his living because he is no longer in their good graces. And so the point is to try to kill him, and his point is to get his freedom. And so he has to kill a lot of people along the way to try to not die. And the Marquis wants him dead and sends out Sheeta to kill him, sends out Kane to kill him. The Harbinger doesn't kill anybody. He's just kind of like he brings word of the table. And yeah, so in the end, Kane and John Wick team up to make it to the very end where he's supposed to have a duel. It's supposed to be a duel with the Marquis character, but the Marquis invokes a representative and makes Kane do it, and Kane has to do it because his daughter Mia is could be put to death or could be killed by them. So he has to do it, and so Kane just wants to get him to the duel so that they can have their duel. So his daughter will be free, and he'll get his freedom if he wins the duel with John Wick. John Wick will get his freedom if he wins the duel. Kane will get his freedom if he wins the duel. And the Marquis just wants John Wick dead. So that's where we are. We come into that final scene. Lots of action that led to this. We come to that final scene. They have their duel. It's like a gun duel, basically like your classic 10 paces, turn around, shoot the gun. If you miss or the guy's not dead, then you move closer together. You take another shot. It's pretty cool. But they don't kill each other. But then John Wick's character takes what looks like it's probably a lethal blow, but he's not dead yet. The Marquis decides to get a little too cocky and says he wants the finishing blow, so he takes the gun from Kane to be able to get the final shot, not realizing that John Wick's character has not fired the last shot that he had, and so yeah, Marquis gets shot, and he dead. So Marquis, Bill Skarsgård's character, is dead. John Wick's character survives the duel. Kane's character survives the duel. They both get their freedom, according to the Harbinger. Harbinger's like, you're both free. Your daughter is free. The Marquis is dead, and we will all go about, moving forward with the rest of our lives. Donnie Yen's character leaves, happy that his daughter is safe and he has his freedom. John Wick's character walks off, but the bullet was a fatal blow. He sits down on the stairs. He sees his wife in the afterlife, and he's ready to just move on. And he passes away on the stairs, or at least that's the way they make it look. Then cut ahead, and the Bowery King and Winston, those two characters, Lawrence Fishburne and Ian McShane, are at his gravesite. So he's buried next to his wife. Again, it's implying that he is actually dead, but he had his freedom. So why would he fake his death? It looks like he is actually supposed to be dead. But if they really wanted to do a John Wick 5, I'm sure they could do something that makes it, so he didn't die. But more than likely, we're going to get spin-off shows instead of, more of John Wick specifically. And I think one of the spin-off shows might be earlier in the timeline. And so we may get a young John Wick, so probably not Keanu Reeves as the character. We'll get a young John Wick possibly in that series. It looks like we're going to get either a series or a movie based on Akira. And Akira still needs to take vengeance on Kane. And so one of the post-credit scenes is her going after Kane. Apparently one of the versions of the post-credit scenes that didn't make it into the movie, she actually does kill Kane. So there is a possibility that they changed it so that they could do the series or movie with her going after Kane and him not being dead yet. So they could, have him in the movie again, because Donnie Yen is amazing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens going further with the franchise. But I'm pretty sure the series is over. John Wick 4 is probably the last John Wick specific movie, and they can just continue building on the universe, the franchise, with other movies and TV series. And I look forward to watching them. They probably won't be as good because, Keanu Reeves is amazing, and the John Wick movies have such a high bar. I would imagine that we will probably not get stuff that's as good. But they're great movies. If you get a chance and you haven't seen them yet, go out and check them out. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good day.